Hello everyone, Fanta here. You are watching FANTAVISION, and today I want to discuss something that is absolutely terrifying to me and should be terrifying to you as well, and that's the fact that none of our channels are safe. That's right, if you create content, your channel could be taken down at any moment by one person very easily. Yep, this is not some sort of clickbait BS. Oh, but just there's this solution that has already happened. Nope, there was a solution at one point that YouTube implemented, but we'll get to how incompetent and useless they are and how that solution is gone. So, what sparked my fear again, because this again has been a fear of mine for a while, and I kind of forgot about it, and then it's back again because Jim Sterling's channel was under attack by somebody who goes by Gilson B Pontes, or however you say his stupid name. The thing is, this guy makes crappy games, and Jim Sterling has covered each of his releases as they've come out every year for about 4 or 5 years now. And just recently, the guy decided enough was enough and tried to copyright strike channel to death. Because if you get 3 copyright strikes, not claims, claims are different. Copyright claims are where they steal your money from you for something that is probably not in your video. This is a strike against your channel. And just like baseball, 3 strikes and you are out. They shut down your channel. No ifs, ands, or buts. And guess what? During this whole process, who decides whether or not these strikes are legit? Now, normally, same with claims, normally it just goes back to the person that made the strike. That's right, the person that makes a strike or a claim on your video is the judge, jury, and executioner. That makes sense, right? That would be like if somebody came up to you and said, hey, you stole $1,000 from me. And you go, no, I didn't. But our legal system says if somebody says you did something, they have the right to say, yes, you did, and that's law. That's exactly how the YouTube claim and strike system works. Isn't that wonderful? So let's say a company says I'm using some sort of copyrighted material or a song that is not in one of my videos. I will say that song is not in there. It doesn't go to YouTube, it goes back to them, and they get to read my comment and go, oh, well, I think it does, so I'm just going to keep it, and I'm going to steal your money. That's how that works. Isn't that great? So that's what is happening with this scenario, except it was going to happen like this until Jim Sterling, who at least, they're able to afford a lawyer, so they don't have to worry. Whereas I can't afford a lawyer, so I would have to worry, because as soon as Jim Sterling said, I am going to sick my lawyers on YouTube and you, Gilson, basically everything is fine now. All of a sudden, these strikes that are being held against Jim Sterling's channel are being denied by YouTube after the threat of a lawsuit. Now, it's sad that it takes threatening a lawsuit to get someone to stop striking your channel and to stop them from being able to take your channel down, because the rest of us that can't afford a lawyer and can't get the attention of YouTube, I mean, I'm a tiny little channel. If somebody wanted to strike my channel to oblivion because they didn't like my opinions on their video game, they could do it. What am I going to do? I can't do anything. I can't afford a lawyer. I can't get YouTube's attention. I'm not friends with any massive people with millions of followers. Nobody gives a shit about me. So if somebody wanted to strike down my channel, if I made something about their content, they could do it. Now, this isn't the first time that this has happened to Jim Sterling. They've had to deal with several other people that have tried to do this, and someone tried to sue Sterling for $10 million just because they made a video or a couple videos on how bad their games were, which, by the way, all of these games are terrible. And there are these things called asset flips, where they basically just buy a bunch of assets in a store, throw them into a game, and sell it. And Sterling is simply saying, these games are shit, because they are. Sterling is simply showing gameplay of the game, and it basically speaks for itself. So it's frustrating to me to see that we are once again in this issue, because this happened to Sterling so many times, they were able to get the attention of YouTube, and YouTube started a program that would have a certain group of creators in this program, and they would not be able to be affected by strikes because they were having to deal with it multiple times, and they were always in fair use situations where the strike was unwarranted and was malicious. The thing is, though, these people, now this is illegal, by the way. What they're doing is illegal. You cannot copyright strike somebody when there's no grounds for it. If it's fair use, that is not something you're supposed to be able to do. And yet there's no blowback to any of these people that do this. Somebody can strike and strike and strike all they want and claim and claim and claim all they want, and there's zero repercussions to this. I have not heard of a single person ever being punished for unfairly claiming somebody's video or copyright striking somebody. The number of times that I have dealt with these stupid companies that will come after me for something that is not in my video, it's insane how many times it's happened that a company will just claim my video for something that is not theirs. I remember I had a couple videos with gameplay in it, and because somebody that was part of their network also did a gameplay series of the same game, they tried to claim my video. They don't own that video game. They don't own that footage of the video game. It's absolutely absurd, the things that they can try to claim. And these strikes, that's the thing. 3 strikes and you're out. And it's not like you can contact YouTube for anything. There's no live chat or phone number I can just call if I'm having issues with my channel. You have to scream into the void, hoping that somebody who has a huge following can actually get the attention of YouTube to help you out. And it's insane to me that the biggest platform, I would almost say the platform for videos, does not have some sort of way for creators to contact them. It's just absurd. And the thing is that Google overall is such a poorly run company that even companies that are doing advertising through them, spending tens of thousands of dollars, it's such a pain in the ass to finally get to somebody. You have to jump through all these different loopholes. I knew somebody who was trying to set up the business contact in Google, and instead of just doing like a security key through an email or something like that, they had to physically mail them a piece of paper with a code on it in order for them to type that in so they knew that that location was real. Like, that's the kind of verification you're using. Fun fact, that's how you used to have to monetize your channel. When I think it was this channel, back when it was FANTAVISION, I had to contact Google to get monetization enabled, and they had to mail me a physical piece of paper that I type a code in, and then I monetize. Now it's a lot easier to get monetized, but it's still not any easier to contact Google or YouTube or whatever you want to call it to actually get any help at all for your channel if you're being maliciously attacked by somebody who just wants to destroy your career. Because that's what it is for a lot of people. YouTube is their career. This isn't my career. This is a hobby. It's a fun thing on the side. And I would like it to be a career someday, but it's also terrifying knowing that if this did become my career, it can end at any moment just because somebody doesn't like me. I honestly, it makes me think that I'll never be able to achieve the dream of doing this full time just because there will always be that paranoia and that nagging feeling that somebody could just take it all away because they don't like me. Now, other channels like I Hate Everything was taken down for a little bit just because somebody abused the report button. Some channels have been taken down for no reason at all. Some channels have been hijacked by random like Chinese companies or hackers, and they just upload tons and tons and tons, like thousands of really shitty foreign videos that nobody cares about and ruins their entire channel. And then when they finally get their channel back, it doesn't matter. They've already lost that following. They've lost all that momentum they've had because it's so easy to lose YouTube as a career. It's so easy to lose your channel. It doesn't matter how many authenticators and things you put on it if somebody can just strike your channel 3 times and get you out of the system. YouTube needs to desperately have some sort of team that handles this sort of stuff, because these strikes, it's not just a claim. Yes, those suck, and you lose a bit of money. And if you're a big YouTuber, you could lose a lot of money. But these strikes completely delete your channel. They completely wipe you off the platform. And I mean, Sterling's even said, hey, start downloading my videos if you really want to. If you want to start archiving and uploading, if my channel goes down, go for it. If my channel goes down, I'm going to upload to a different platform to at least get my videos out there. And that's so ridiculous they have to worry about that. That is absolutely absurd that they don't have a team of people that looks over strikes. And I don't even care how many people they have to get for that. I don't care how difficult it is to get that in place, because it's so important that they get something in place. And they can't just have a strike happen immediately. It needs some sort of duration before it goes through. Strikes should be approved before they go through. I feel like if somebody making the strike is a lot less urgent than the person trying to get rid of the strike, because trying to make one, it's not like anything is really being done right now to you. You don't have to worry about anything. You're the one making the strike. You're the one that is attacking somebody for something. You're the one that's trying to get something down. And if it's like a terrible video, YouTube needs to deal with that anyway. If it's like some sort of hate speech or something like that, YouTube needs to deal with that anyway. That's not what a strike is for. That's a copyright thing. This is a minimal amount of money that somebody is trying to protect. So I feel like that's the thing that should be having some sort of duration, instead of the person that is desperately trying to stop 3 from going through and having their channel automatically taken down, just because they can't really dispute any of this, because the disputes go back to the person that's making the claim or the strike in the first place. They need to fix their system because it's completely broken. This whole platform is such a nightmare, but there's nowhere else to go. It sucks. It really sucks. And it's really demotivating to see things like this happen. Even if it's not to me, just seeing it done to other people, like, it's not fair, it's unjust, and quite frankly, it's pathetic that a company that is as big as Google can't handle this sort of thing. I mean, how much money are they making in profit? Yeah, they're not making a ton off of YouTube, but there's so much other money out there that they could easily direct and fix this issue. I don't know. It's just sad to see, and it's just another example of how companies just don't care about us. If you're just a customer or you don't bring in millions to the platform, they just don't care. So hopefully this message, not even just this video, just this message of the fact that YouTube needs to change is spread. I don't care if this gets 1 billion views. I just want change to happen on the platform. Make the same video I'm making right now, please. Everybody make this video. Again, this isn't about getting views. This is about trying to fix this huge issue with the platform that has been around forever. Let me know in the comments down below if you've had to deal with this sort of thing and what you guys think about this, because this is, I don't know, I just think it's ridiculous. Like the video if you guys liked it, subscribe for more content, and as always, have a fantastic day. See you, everybody.